from The X Factor.
Did he sing this?
It was his opening audition number, I think. Was it?
I managed to miss that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was really,
Yeah,
I was really
managed
supportive of Jamie.
Good. I'm sure he appreciates that.
I'm sure he does.
Where
yes.
did he win?
No.
So where is he now?
I don't know. Somewhere combing his afro. He had a massive fro, didn't he?
Right.
Do you not remember the one?
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I did, you know.
Yeah, I
So
thought
cool.
at some point they were going to finally get to the fro. I thought and he would.
What,
actually,
you thought they'd shave it off or something? They
thought
kind of tamed
they
it down a
tamed
bit.
it a little bit, but it was just like, you know, come on, let it go.
No!
Let it go.
Oh.
I used to, back in the 80s, I had one of those manky little rat's tails at the back of my
They
head.
were nice, weren't they?
Oh my god!
They
And
were
I just
lovely.
and I wouldn't let it go. And I did a show at Chichester, which needed sort of, we were playing Prussian officers, and it needed sort of a big haircut at the back. And I even devised a way of curling it up.
I'm tucking it in with a pin curl.
And finally, somebody said, "Just cut it off."
Yeah.
And it is the best thing I think I
Yeah.
ever did.
It was an odd fashion, that, wasn't
horrible.
it?
Yeah, well, in retrospect, not a good one, but then,
No.
you know, but so many things. That
I suppose. Did you watch the X Factor then? Were you tuning in?
I watched bits and
But weren't
pieces
you
of
on
it,
the
yeah.
other side during the X Factor? Wasn't Merlin playing during that time?
Yes, I would watch Merlin, and then we'd sort of, and then we'd flip a bit. Flip and flop.
Yeah.
That's
I think I think you did really well to not get involved at all.
Did I?
Yes, I
I
think.
found it quite resistible, I'll be honest. I didn't
See,
struggle.
I find Britain's Got Talent entirely resistible.
Yes.
But the X Factor.
Oh, do you? See, I find that fascinating.
Do you? No, I'm saying that. I've never seen it, but I guess.
I mean, I have been drawn into these. I know that once you get drawn
That's
in,
it,
it
and
does
I-
feel like lifeblood.
It's
But
because
if you manage to avoid them completely,
Yes, I suppose.
you're looking at it objectively, you
Yeah.
can't really understand what the obsession is because but people love it, don't they?
Well, when they start with the audition process. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Love it.
But you've done a fair bit of music yourself.
Done some. Yeah.
Haven't you?
I mean, yes. I mean, back in the 80s, I did the rock thing, but I did, I think, make the sensible decision that actually acting was probably a better.
Right.
Did that happen suddenly, or was it a gradual move
Well, acting.
from music to acting?
No. Acting was what I started. I went to drama
Right.
school, and the first gig out of drama school happened to be Godspell, was a national tour, because
Right.
I had a high voice and could cover all the so I understudied. But then from then on, I had a very good agent who said, right, let's, I did a Shakespeare, and then I went up to Cheltenham Rep, and they wanted me to do Joseph, so I did that, and then they asked me back, and he said, okay, as long as he can do some straight plays. So it was trying to...
Right, yeah.
The difficulty with musicals is that, and music is that you kind of get
You get stuck
tucked
there,
into a
don't
corner.
you?
Yeah, tucked into a corner,
Yeah.
and you have to work really hard to say, no, actually, I'm a serious actor as well.
But you were also a bit of a session musician now and again, weren't you?
Now, do you consider... Because we just had LaRue in, and she feels... Session musician is perhaps the wrong term to use for people of...
I think she only meant
as
for
it
her
happens.
gang,
For her
because
gang,
they are
yeah.
very much her
They're her band.
dear to her
Band,
heart,
yeah.
As it happens, I know. In fact, I did Gospel at the Young Vic with LaRue's mum.
Wow!
Trudy Goodwin.
Right.
She just said.
Right.
How
Yeah.
funny.
Does that mean you all frolicked naked on stage together?
it
that was
wasn't a
hair,
naked,
wasn't it?
no.
Hair was a
Stephen
naked one.
Schwartz. It was all very clean.
It was all very clothed.
Yes, very clothed.
Yeah.
Very biblical.
Yeah. I bet you've had your kit off in your time, though, have you?
No. The closest I've done, well, in Little Britain, I wore a thong and a duster. To much to my family's amusement, or not. And in Rocky Horror, I wore a basque and stockings and all that. But no, it's not something that I don't think people want to see my sad body. Really.
I bet lots of people
I'm
do.
sure they will.
I bet we could probably get a few on the phone.
Really, let's not.
I bet it's...
But your daughters are now treading the boards,
yeah,
right?
Emily's in Betweeners, and Daisy's just done an independent movie, a really good script called The Last Seven. Waiting to see what happens with that.
And do you like that, or are you a little bit nervous of them following then?
No, I love it. I mean, I must admit, when they first talked about it, and I kind of went, do drama at school, and Sarah, my other half, said, back in your box, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you stop them now, then when they're 40, that'll be the thing that's that'll be, and if you, who knows whether they're going to want to do it when they're 25. But it's actually, she was quite right, it's actually helped them with all sorts of people skills, and just and getting over the fact that it's not, not taking it personally. If you don't get the job, it's not actually about talent, it's literally, you know, what you look, you know what it's like. It's actually got
Yeah,
nothing to do
of
with,
course, of course.
with anything other than do you fit the bill at that moment? Are you what the director sees in his mind's eye?
You give them a wonderful, calm and respectful example to aim for.
Yeah.
It's lovely to have you. And listen, we're gonna finish with one of the songs on which you can be heard singing in the background from the 80s.
Well, thank you very much. Red Box. Yes, thank you.
A bit of Red Box.
A
If
bit
you
of
listen
Red Box.
carefully, you'll hear Tony Head. Listen,
In the
good
meantime, 6 Degrees of Separation, Old Vic.
And the Old
I
Vic,
will
get
be
down
along.
there and
I will
see
be
it.
along.
Funny, witty, bitter, dark. It's everything you can want. It's as the director said, it is the perfect play. It's brilliant.
And
absolutely.
you're in it, which is
And
also
I am in it. And Leslie Manville and Obili.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a cast
brilliant.
of hundreds.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming in.